Yes.
Recording now.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Have you seen the new Shrek 5 trailer?
No.
Look. Everyone look.
They can't see.
They know. We are a relevant, popular
Where are the two
podcast. That's the thing. She has blue eyes, and in the previous movie, the girl had the girl had blue eyes in the previous movies, and she had brown eyes. So everyone's saying, did she transition, or whatever?
Oh.
She's played by Zendaya.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she's played by Zendaya. We here at LITOK are very relevant. We talk only about timely things like the new Shrek 5 trailer that just dropped this February 28, 2025. Welcome to LITOK.
Hi.
We're back! Hey!
How?
I have friends again, guys. Yay, I'm
did
not
he ever-
alone. Oh my god. Hi, Meg, Maki. I missed you guys so much.
Well, we
We say what?
I'm so glad to
can't
have my
believe you
good
said that on
friends.
camera.
That's so weird.
That's so embarrassing.
I'm
That's
so
so
glad to
good.
have my good friends Megan and Maki with me for this little recording. So we're at episode 4? Yes.
I don't remember.
So, and it's official, this is going to be a bi-monthly podcast now. We kind of procrastinated this episode, so we're doing a Valentine's Day special on February 28th. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. I hope you're doing good. And also, we are about like 2 hours away from Maki's PE, and it's midterms next week, so the vibe here is great. So yeah. How did you guys spend your Valentine's?
Alone and cold.
Oh.
I didn't. So, February has been a very eventful month for Palabra. We had a prompt fest that was really successful. We also went to Love Fest where me and Meg performed as well. And we also sent out to you guys, have some participation for the Talk for Once, audience participation. We
Yes.
asked for your love stories and we
Yes.
have them here today. And without further ado, let's get on with it, shall we? No more spiels, no more
Okay,
Shreks.
yeah.
Alright.
Always Shrek.
Always Shrek, sorry. Okay, this first one. The pseudonym is Mingkao. We asked to introduce yourself, it's optional, but she said putot na kulot. And her love story is he elbowed me right in my nose, and that's when he realized he liked me now.
Oh.
Say what now?
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah. He elbowed her right in the nose, and that's when he realized. So that's when the man realized he liked her.
It's like the button that.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't love at first sight. It's like assault at first sight.
Oh.
All I have
That's
to say.
perfect. That's a really good story.
It is a really good story. If anything, I think this is the greatest love story of all time. And whoever said this must have a pretty great boyfriend. Next up,
Oh no.
someone named Coral Reefs said,
You know?
someone's named Coral Reefs submitted, it has been 2 years since my last failed situationship and I was enjoying the single life. I really wasn't looking for a relationship, but you know those moments when you feel like, kaiuban ko. So sometime during November of 2024, I was feeling like, okay, I want to explore with no expectations and meet new people. I jokingly asked some of my friends to reto me to people. At this time, I just really wanted to have fun with my single life and explore, not expecting anything more. If something worked out, great, but if it didn't, then I wouldn't lose anything. There was this guy I got, quote, retoed to, but nothing really happened since no action was taken. I found him cute though. Fast forward to January and my friend and I happened to catch up again. He asked me how the reto he gave me went. And I told him nothing happened, no actions were taken. Another friend asked me who this guy was. And it turned out that small world, he was her family friend. And they had dinner with his family later that week. Fast forward to the dinner and my name was brought up. The guy thought I was cute but he needed some time to think about it. Since my friend told me he thought I was cute, I followed him on his socials and he immediately followed me back. So we were waiting, since that was already my move. A few days went by and nothing happened. My friend said she'd introduce me to him when the timing matched up by the canteen, since we all go to the same school. And she also mentioned that we live in the same unit near school. But then, on a random night, I saw him in my unit's lobby on my way home. I took the courage to walk up to him and introduce myself as the girl my friend had been talking about. He was startled, but we only had small talk. and had to cut it short since we had to get off the elevator. I was celebrating that night because I thought this was the first step toward my slow burn romance. But behold, he then messaged me on my socials that same night and asked me out on a date. Turns out he hadn't seen me around school in December, asked his friends about me, and already looked for my socials, but was too shy to make a move. So yeah, the rest is history, and we're seeing each other seriously now. Timing is everything, and it was quite the inevitable string,
Invisible,
I guess.
wow.
Invisible, sorry. It was quite the invisible string, I guess.
Oh,
Nice.
Stop
I love that.
waiting for someone to make the move. Make the move yourself. The world is ending. We need more love.
No,
you
but
know,
like, see how
you can take your time and then it's still gonna work out fine.
yeah, like he was shy and like he really wanted to approach her, but then all these other things like fell into place and they eventually did
Yeah.
like get together, which is
This
it's
was
like
cute.
it was predestined.
Yeah, it was slow burn.
Yeah.
I love slow burn.
We love
it's
slow
like
burn here.
you gotta be patient, like, you know.
Yeah. But also just shoot your shot, man. That's what happened here. He shot his shot. So yes. Thank you for that, coral reefs.
In time.
In time, yes. Next up, from Chai Latte, she said, "Hi, I'm Chai Latte. I used to dance and study in a foreign country where I met my long distance boyfriend. However, I'm back in Cebu now, hence the LDR."
Ooh.
Dance and study in a foreign.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Whoa.
First off,
Yeah.
what country
I
though?
don't know. Our love story started when I decided to download Hinge out of boredom. At first, I had no intention of going on dates or making deep connections with anyone. I simply wanted to have a short chat with people I didn't know personally. However, one day, a cute Malaysian guy replied to one of my prompts on Hinge, which started our conversation. It turns out we had so much in common, from anime, K-pop, and games to music genres. Excuse me. Honestly, it felt like I was talking to a male version of myself. It got to the point where he asked me on a date. At first, I didn't want to go because maybe I'd get kidnapped. I was in a foreign country after all. But I later decided to go, involving my friends because I was unsure of the circumstances and why would I even turn down a free meal, right? On the day of the date, fortunately, it turned out he was a real guy who doesn't kidnap women. Yay. What I love about him
Bar
is
is
that
so low.
What I love about him is that he remembers the little things I mentioned in our conversations. He gave me J-Hope gum because J-Hope is my bias in BTS, and 7D dried mangoes. I'm not surprised.
I'm not
Because
Oh
sponsored.
my god.
So, this guy meets up with a Filipino girl and gives her dried mangoes.
Yeah, this is first.
Yeah, it's really like, you miss home, right? Here's a piece of it.
Okay, 7 dried mangoes. I'm
Wait,
not
wait.
sponsored.
She
Okay.
said Malaysian.
Yeah,
So,
so
different.
this-
So there's probably lots of mangoes.
Uh,
in Malaysia.
Okay, maybe. Because I love that brand the most, and dried mangoes are my favorite snack because they remind me of Cebu.
Ah.
He wore a green vest and green shoes because I'm obsessed with the color green.
He was
Okay.
really...
Details!
Yeah.
The details!
Okay,
wow!
he was doing his
Very
research.
Girl, he loves you.
Okay, meticulous, observant king.
Yeah.
He took me to a Korean restaurant because I love Korean cuisine, and towards the end of the date, he took me out for some boba, my holy water, while walking around the nearby park. It was a cute first date for sure. A few days later, I invited him to watch the dance cover my crew was filming. Since we both like K-pop, I figured he might enjoy watching me and my crew dance. It was a really hot day, so the audience stayed under the shade. But for some reason, I couldn't see him, and he's really tall at that. It turned out he ran to the grocery store to get me a cold electrolyte drink to freshen me up and avoid being dehydrated. Not gonna lie, I was so touched by this act. I love an acts of service king. Of course, there are further events where I start to slowly fall in love with him because of his humor, brains, and thoughtfulness, but those two events were the most memorable to me. Mostly because of the funny thoughts I had while I was anxious about meeting a stranger on the internet, but also I never thought I'd meet someone so sweet and generous. I'm so glad I took the chance of going out on a date with him because we just celebrated our first anniversary not long ago. Nasa foreigner ang true love, guys. Thank you for reading. Cheers.
I can relate to that.
Yeah, I'll give this to Meg.
Okay, so they're doing long distance now. Oh, it's not quite the same for me. But yeah, long distance.
Mm.
Whew. It's so hard. But I know, like based on these tiny details, that like he really pays attention and he's really thinking about you and your well-being, and that's the most basic fundamental thing you need. And long distance is already so hard, so like with the right person, you forget that it's hard. I don't like expressing my feelings.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on. This one's pretty short. It's from TKM. She says she's from STEM 12. Oh, this is a senior high story. Okay, long story short, the guy I liked and rejected me 2 years ago likes me now. I'm not taken or anything, but I don't feel like dating anyone at the moment. But it feels wrong rejecting the same guy that rejected me. This isn't a love story.
But it's relatable.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you guys been in this experience where you like someone and then got rejected and they liked you back, or the other way around?
No?
No.
No, I have. It feels like you are God's least favorite creature of all time. So, but judging from your story, it doesn't feel like you're harboring any bad feelings or anything. It feels you're kind of indifferent about it, which is good. I don't know. You guys have anything to glean from this short thing? Yeah, what's the advice
I mean,
here?
like, if you feel nothing over this, then it's nothing.
Don't pressure yourself to like him again
Yeah.
if you don't feel anything.
Oh, I feel like that's also like a psychological thing where like, you know, this person likes me, so maybe I should like them back.
Yeah. That's something that you should avoid because it's something you don't want, but your brain is telling you something that you want to especially if you're a people pleaser. It's something you want to do for them so that they don't feel as bad, or you don't feel as bad as them, something like that. But yeah, don't force it. If you don't want it, then don't want it.
But she did say that it's not that she doesn't feel something for him. It says she feels like she's not dating. She doesn't feel like dating anymore.
No, she said I'm not taken or anything.
Yeah, but I don't feel
But
like
I don't
I'm.
feel like dating anyone.
So maybe she's just like not in it for the the whole situation. But maybe I don't know.
Like
Maybe
the
the
other
doubt
story.
here.
Be patient. Yeah.
Yeah, be
Just be
patient.
But
patient.
she says it feels wrong rejecting the same guy that rejected me.
I don't.
Don't be like sparing people's feelings.
Hey, if anything, that would feel great. Honestly, that would.
Speaking from experience.
Hey. But like yeah, I don't know. I guess it's very short, so I don't want to psychoanalyze too much. But maybe the fact that it feels wrong for her, maybe there is something there. I don't know. Doubt could mean both ways. Your grade 12, study.
Yeah,
What
I
do you
forgot
got
about
to-
that. You're still grade 12. Finish senior high or something, then you can go whatever with whatever you want.
Rejected me.
Probably like don't even think about dating in your first year.
Rejected me 2 years ago. This was a grade 10 crush you had. It's not as serious. Next.
I mean, there are high school sweethearts that marry
Yeah,
each other.
Yeah. But like,
Don't think about it too
don't
much.
think about it.
You're in the level of like graduating from high school, so.
Exactly. Do your thesis. Thank you, Pierce here.
Do your research paper first.
Do your research paper first. And this is our last one from Angela Nicole. She says, hello, you can call me Jel. I'm 22 and currently a 4th year nursing student. Praise God. He helped me reach this far. And this is a long one, folks. She sent a whole 2-page document.
Okay,
Yes,
wow,
please.
thank you.
Okay.
I am
Mother.
Mother.
Alright. My love story began on the 20th of December 2023. My boyfriend and I met through a friend. He replied to my friend's Facebook story saying he wanted to get to know me, and in that Facebook story was me and my friend dancing on a TikTok trend. So basically, that's how we started talking and trying to know each other. Although I was hesitant at first and thought that this might just be a 1 week thing because dating in this generation is so freaking hard that its maximum limit is only a situationship. Besides, he's in Bogo City, so I can't meet him. But as time passed, I realized how good a conversationalist he is, so I enjoyed my time with him. He has plans for his future, has substance, and is very patient, generous, and kind. He is the date to marry kind of guy. Backtracking to my past, I was an alcoholic and a party girl in my early years of college.
Alright.
Understandable.
You and me both, Angela.
Are we in that? We're still in that stage.
Hey, speak for yourself. I remember coming home drunk and vomiting in the sink, crying to God, I don't like this life anymore. My lifestyle is too tiring that somehow I still go out on weekends and agree to every Taga invitation I get. In terms of my romantic relationships, I would say I've had my fair share of mistakes and stupidity, major daddy issues. Probably also one of the reasons why I go out too much because my friends and I have something in common and share the same dilemma, and probably because we had bad coping mechanisms. I acknowledge this part of my past because it was a part of me that was curious and exploring, a part of me that helped me mold into who I am today. I remember one time while having my random conversations with the Lord, I was sort of bargaining with Him. I told Him, Lord, hatagi kong tarong na lalaki, please. Magtarong na ako sa akong kinabuhi. Di na ako mutagay. However, I broke my heart multiple times already, partly because of my poor choice of men. Back to the story of getting to know Him. I discovered that He doesn't drink, does not party, has no bad vices, and is not a gambler. When was gambling a part of this?
Gambling.
At first, I had a hard time believing because, whoa, so men like him exist in this era? So I was like, Lord, is this guy from you? Is he the one I was asking from you? We'll see. Fast forward to now. My relationship with him from the talking stage, courting stage, to the in a relationship stage is peaceful. It has always been consistent from the day we started talking up until now. He brought me closer to the Lord and helped me strengthen my faith in Him. I was so focused on seeking validation and attention from the wrong people that I forgot how my relationship was with the Lord. He was always there. He always loved me. We go to CCF together because he visits the city and we pray together every night before sleeping, mostly through video calls, LDR things. And I have not partied in clubs nor drank alcoholic beverages since then. I have been so lost with life, but he made it more fulfilling and bearable. Life became better with him in it. He taught me how to be patient and be gentle with myself. He brought me closer to God, and I finally know how it feels to go to church without a heavy feeling of burden, pain, and suffering. He made me realize that love didn't have to be that way. I will always remember how my prayers have been filled with thanksgiving and contentment from the moment I met him. How he turned my tears into happiness. I could never measure the amount of tears I shed every time I went to church, even on random days, praying, begging, seeking an endless lighting of candles, offering, and asking for some peace in my heart. Then, the next thing I know, I'm back at the same place where everything feels lighter. How uncontrollable tears of joy began to fall. Endless thank you to the Lord for allowing me to meet someone so precious like him. Finally, I understand how love feels with God in it, with Him being the center of it. He has been so faithful and kind. He has been listening to the cries of my aching heart, teaching me patience through Him because everything beautiful happened all in His right time and all in His glory. All my beautiful devotion led me to know Him. He did not break me, but He slowly completed me, healing many broken parts of me through loving and accepting it. I can never explain the peace He brings to me. The joy automatically registers in me. The comfort He holds because anywhere with Him is home. I am eternally grateful and blessed to know and love Him because I know this time I am doing it with God and He is the center of our relationship. Thank you so much for taking the time to read my lengthy story. God bless you and your podcast. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you for that, Angela Nicole.
Wow,
Everyone.
that was deeply personal.
Sure was.
I really love that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of my grandmother.
Yeah.
She did the same thing you did. She prayed for a good man, and that's who she married. And my cousin heard that story, and so she did the same thing. She prayed for a good man to come into her life. and that's who she married. So like it, yeah.
I think I should start praying.
Yes, ma'am.
Go
I
back.
think I should start
As they say,
praying.
nasa simbahan ng pag-ibig lagi.
Who said that?
I don't know. The people say that.
What's your
Angela.
relation?
Angela agrees, obviously.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
best kind of relationship, I think.
Mhm.
Is that like it restores your faith.
Yeah, good for you. Like in a good way.
Yeah, I mean, and it goes with all the advice we've been saying about it being like waiting for the right time and stuff like that. You know? And see, love can bring your faith back to the Lord.
Best wishes to you guys.
Mm-hmm. Those are all. That was the last one. Those are all the love stories we have. How about you guys? Do you have anything to
This
say?
couldn't be timed more badly than it should. Like seriously.
Megan, eh?
Meg, let's talk about Meg.
Can you ask me a question?
Okay. Here's one I don't. Never mind. I don't want to. I was gonna ask you a question I asked that you didn't tell me, and I don't want to pressure you into answering it in front of the internet. But sige.
This is a trap.
This is an interrogation.
This is a trap. My family is watching me.
What's a good question for this? How about you, Maggie? What, do you have a question for Meg?
Why are you? No,
Hey,
Hang on. What was the question in your mind?
you never told me how you guys met.
Oh, on the internet.
Mm-hmm. How's
On the
no?
internet.
Okay, she's told me that because she was part of like some really embarrassing stand Twitter or something, or like some
Hang on.
internet community.
Whoa.
I don't even know how to use
I-
Twitter.
No, there was something really fine. We're moving on. Thank you, everyone.
No. Why is this on me? Hang on.
Megan is a secret furry. That's where she met her boyfriend.
That. No,
No.
we're not putting that on the internet.
X.
I feel like he already did. He's
Yeah.
already putting it out there.
You-
I think it's projected.
He's projecting.
Not
He
projecting
has a
anything. Hey,
secret
hey,
friend.
hey.
He didn't deny it, no.
Hey, as we saw earlier, my love story is pretty grand. Okay? So yeah. Happy Valentine's, everyone. It's already done. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. I hope you guys had a great February. Thank you, everyone who submitted their love story. This was very entertaining. And this was, I hope, whatever advice we give points you towards a direction that doesn't involve
We're not
catastrophe.
professionals, so if if you don't want to listen to our advices, it's okay. We won't take it to heart, but you do what you want to do.
Yes. Next up, we are gonna do our segments. This is 1 minute headline where we read a headline from international, national, regional, and university politics, and we all have a minute to give our fast-paced reactions, instant gut reactions. 1 minute. Can someone set up a timer for 1 minute? Say our queer seer. Say all right.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, 1 minute.
Sige, okay. The timer starts after I read the headline. Okay, international. Israel to restrict visitors to Al-Aqsa Mosque during Ramadan. How many times Israel just
What the?
Okay, you guys start first. 1 minute ago.
Why? Why?
And it's not saying that the fact this is still going and people still are pro-Israel is like why there's so much going on in this world and you want to focus on the little things, and then people like to side with Israel because it's God's will. Like, what does that mean? What do you mean by that? Like, they're starting war and that's God's will? Are you sure about that? I'm not particularly religious, but that's bullshit.
If I remember correctly, Oh, if I remember correctly, Al-Aqsa is like that big church in Israel, and it's being shared by 3 religions. So like, why are you having a monopoly over a church that all of you guys share? And it's Ramadan. Hello, let people have their celebrations.
Yeah, it's gotten to a point now, like we're 2 years, almost, this is gonna be the 2nd year of this whole thing going on, and it's just undeniable at this point, the amount of hatred being purported here. Like, what is the reason to restrict visitors during Ramadan, if not for just hating the very existence of them? So all peace and love towards Palestine. This is very opposite of the whole theme of this, but all the love goes to Palestine. And yeah, next, for national news, dengue cases in Valenzuela decreasing. Good for you, Valenzuela. I had dengue like very late in my life, and so
Very late in your life.
yeah, like usually, like
Is
people,
there an age?
people are most susceptible at dengue when they're a kid, and I got it at like 20. So that was a very hard time for me, and it sucked. And it's because I didn't grow up here, and so I didn't have all the vaccinations that most people have here. So get your kids vaccinated.
Please.
Oh, I have nothing to say. I'm surprised. Like, I am like very magnetic for mosquitoes. But thank God I've never had dengue.
Magnetic for mosquitoes. It's very weird.
I'm like a mosquito magnet. Okay.
I don't know what she meant by that, but yeah, okay. The last time I heard a friend get dengue is because they didn't clean like the backyard. That's why it's like, so just keep yourself surrounded by clean stuff. If you see some dirt or trash, you gotta clean that up so you don't get you don't get infected or like, oh, is that a mosquito agent? The timing.
They're here. Oh God.
Oh, they hear us.
You are a magnet. Oh my God.
It's all Meg's fault. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, keep yourself clean and safe, and just like, if you ever get bitten and get dengue, then yeah, you should go see a doctor, even though it may cost. But as I said, take care of yourself. Yeah.
Alright.
Get vaccinated.
Get
Next.
vaccinated.
Local news. Cebu City drug bust yields 1.3 million pesos worth of suspected shabu.
Oh.
Someone please check if Kian Salas is... University news. USC Supreme Student Council Councilor Alyssa Lei Rodriguez has resigned from their position as a counselor in a letter dated February 28, 2025 to SSC President Hans Banila. She resigned, if I'm correct, she resigned due to health reasons. So all the love and prayers to Miss Alyssa Lei Rodriguez. Next, this is the part of the podcast where each one of us gives a recommendation to our viewers. I recommend watching the hit Apple TV Plus show, Severance. It's very good, guys. There's a new episode out right now. I'm so excited to watch it. It's a sci-fi show starring Adam Scott. I recommend it. Megan?
I can't believe you would do that to your own friend.
We're recommending, Meg.
Alright. I recommend the book Babel or Babel, depending if you're American or British, Babel or Babel, by R.F. Kuang. It changes your mind, your brain. It's really good that we're taking translation studies and post-colonial studies as I'm reading this, because it makes me feel extra smart, because I actually understand what's going on. But language is so amazing, and I can't. It's just so good. Just read it. It's good.
Yeah.
You're Mackie.
Alright, so I've seen this yesterday. There's like a whole bunch, like it's a bunch of books of like Disney villains, and it's just like the twisted story of the originals that you've like read. Example, let's say Sleeping Beauty. There's a story where the prince kisses Sleeping Beauty, but she doesn't wake up, and he also falls asleep. And like there's more additions to that. There's an Aladdin version. There's Princess and the Frog. And it's just really interesting. I haven't read one of them, but I did buy a book of like the evil stepmother from Cinderella, and it's like her success stories. And it's just a whole section in fully book filled with those books, and I was just very interested in that. So if I have the money, I will also buy the others. But yeah, it's in fully book if you want to check it out. Yes, I recommend. Very all interesting. Yes.
Thank you. So yes, check out Severance, check out Babel or Babel, and check out what's the series called again? I forgot.
Disney villain success stories, or like the twist in time.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Check those out. And so yeah, thank you everyone for watching. We have a crap ton of exams and assignments coming up the following week. We are hoping to survive that. I hope you guys have a pleasant February. And before we end, like always, we're gonna end with a spoken word performance. It's gonna be by me. February also marks the 39th anniversary of People's Power Day, and fortunately, the University of San Carlos did make it a holiday for both staff and students. So thank you very much, USC. And it's a testament that despite the forces that be, EDSA happened and EDSA will be celebrated. So this is Ang Mga Nawawala by Pete Lacaba, performed by me. Thank you everyone. Goodbye.
Bye.
Ang Mga Nawawala, likha ni Jose F. Lacaba. Isang araw sila'y nawala na lang at sukat. May hindi pumasok sa opisina, hindi sumipot sa appointment, nang indian ng kadate. May hindi umuwi ng bahay, at hindi nakasalong pamilya sa hapunan, hindi nakasiping ng kabiyak. Ang inihaing ulam ay ligalig, at ang inilatag na banig ay ayaw dalawin ng antok. Nang hanapin sila, walang masabi ang kamag-anak at kaibigan. Walang ulat ang pulisya, walang malay ang militar. Kung mayroon mang nakakita nang sila'y sunggaban ng malalaking lalaki at isakay sa jeep o kotse, pabulong-bulong ang saksi. Palingalinga. At kung pakikiusapang tumestigo sa korte, baka ito'y tumanggi. Pagkaraan ng ilang araw, o linggo, o buwan, o taon, pagkaraan ng maraming maghapon at magdamag pagkaraang ang agam-agam ay magparoot parito sa mga manhid na pasilyo at ang pag-aasam-asam ay mapani sa mga tanggapan. Pagkaraan ng luhat tiyaga, ang ilan sa kanila'y muling lumitaw. Lumitaw sila sa bilangguan, sa Bartolina, sa kubling bahay na ambakan ng ungol, tili at panaghoy. Himpilan ng mga berdugong eksperto sa 1,001 estilo ng pagpapahirap. Lumitaw silang bali ang buto o sira ang bait. O kaya'y lumitaw silang lumulutang sa mabahong ilog o nakahandusay sa pampang o umalingasaw sa mga libingang mababaw na hinukay ng mga asong gala. Lumitaw silang may gapos ang kamay at paa na wala ng pintig. O watak-watak ang kamay, paa, ulo, o tadtad ng butas ang bangkay, likha ng bala o balaraw. Ang iba'y hindi na lumitaw. Hindi na kailanman lumitaw. Nawala na lang at sukat, walang labi, walang bangkay. Hindi malaman kung buhay o patay, hindi mapaghandungan ng lamayan, pasyam, luksa, hindi maipagbabang luksa, hindi maipagtirik ng kandila kung todos los santos. Nakaposas pa ba sila sa paa? Nang kinakalawang nakama sa loob ng kwartong may tanod, pusog sa bugbog, pinabagabag ng bangungot. Sumisipol kung nag-iisang saan ka man naroroon,
Iniisip kung ano ang iniisip ng magulang at anak, kasintaan o kabiyak. O sila ba'y umayaw na sa pakikibaka at nagbalik sa dating buhay? O nagtaksil sa simulain at nagtatago sa takot? O nag-asawang muli at ng ibang bayan, o tinamaan ng amnesia at lalaboy-laboy sa lansangan? O lihim na namundok at nag-iba ng pangalan? O sila ba'y pinagpapasasaan na ng uod? Nagugat na ba ang talahib sa mga mata ng kanilang bungo? Bahagi na ba sila sa kanilang lupang tinubuan, ang lupang kanilang ipinaglaban? Sinusulat ko ito para sa mga kakilalang hanggang ngayon na inawawala para kina Charlie Del Rosario at Kaloy Tayagat, Manny Yapat, Henry Romero at June Flores at Rudy Romano. Sila na kahit hindi ko nakilala ng gusto, ay alam kong naglingkod sa api at hikahos. Buhay man sila o patay, sa aking alaalay, mananatili silang buhay.